Hey Leo, welcome to your reading. Let's call in spirit. Put on our little toadstool. Call in spirit. Welcome back. Welcome into my channel. My name is Angie and this is Intuitive Tarot. Leo, I'm guided by this deck here today. I think this is the one. Let's just have a shuffle up and find out what you need to know, what you need to hear at the time you're viewing this reading. I want to say a big thank you to all those who have liked and shared and subscribed my content. I've only been on the go, as I said before, since February this year on this platform. So I'm really enjoying tuning in with your readings every day. It's marvellous. I feel like I'm expanding as well. So let's see what you need to know, what you need to hear today. What does Spirit have for you, Leo? I had a feeling there were some of them I put upside down by accident, but here we go. Yeah, if you clicked on this reading, there's a message here for you. These are general Leo readings, so not every message will resonate with each and every one of you, but as always, take what fits and leave the rest. If this message came by you, it's not a coincidence. There is something Spirit wants you to hear today. I specifically tuned in earlier to find guidance to find out who needs to hear their messages today, and Leo, you're the one who turned up. So let's see. We've definitely got this card here. It's a Page of Pentacles, Earth energy. So this is a messenger, a message of something to put into the real world. The Earth energy there. Let's have a look, see what's the influence on this. Page of Pentacles, please, Spirit. 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups even. This is, you've been very independent, maybe you're very emotionally secure at this time. What you need to focus on is Judgment, which is about awakening. It's like, wake up, Leo, what's happening? We've got to get your recent past now. I'll get a card to clarify and see can we get more out of these messages once I get the initial spread for you, Leo. And here we go, the Fool card. Did you start something new recently, Leo? What is this? Fool card talks about a new beginning, taking a leap of faith. Comment below as well and send me a little emoji even in the comment section. Any engagement at all with the channel really helps promote the videos as well, and like, share and subscribe if these messages resonate with you. King of Cups in the energy surrounding you at this time or supporting you, and that could be a water sign. Yeah, this is feeling emotionally stable. Okay, so water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Might be around you, doesn't have to be, but it could be just you feeling emotionally clued in and emotionally stable at this time. What have we got for Leo for the near future? Knight of Cups. I love this. This is very fast action. Maybe you want to extend your hand in a gesture of love towards somebody, maybe to, offer compassion, apologies, accept an apology, some kind of, compassion is coming through there again. Ace of Pentacles is what you need to focus on, and at the moment there's your energy, the Sun. There you go, turning up in your own reading. Very much so with this fire sign energy. It could be another fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, of course. But yeah, Ace of Pentacles in guidance from Spirit is back to this Page of Pentacles. So this is the seed of an idea, and this fella had a plan to plant it. So maybe there was somebody in Earth energy, even maybe not. Just that you might have had an idea of something to do in the real world. This is the idea and this is the plan. So to focus on maybe going back to what was the original idea there. This is definitely like a gift from Spirit here. A new opportunity, like I said, with the Fool. I'll shove these down a bit so we can get them all in the frame. And then Yeah, so surrounded by joy at the moment is what you are in your environment. Wow, and that's quite a contrast up to the Nine of Swords. But in between times, we've got this Hermit here, which speaks of, having a lot of knowledge, introspection, maybe looking back on the past to things, following a wish from that you had from previous, from childhood, from maybe you've always carried this wish in your heart, the wish is inside. Or it could be following a hope that you had from before, from the past. In your potential outcomes, the Nine of Swords, which speaks to me about being up in your head, obviously being up at night, sleepless nights, and over anxious about something, really, is what the message there of the Nine of Swords is. We have the Chariot card here, which is a card of Cancer, so maybe a Cancer in your area at the moment or in your circle, but the Chariot energy is like a major arcana here. Again, it's very much looking at crossing over the finish line, big success, and also very high pace, like a very fast moving energy. So we'll get some cards now. Please, Spirit, can you show us what we need to see about the Page of Pentacles with this Nine of Cups for Leo, please, today? What have we got for them? What do they need to know? What do they need to hear for their highest good and the highest good of all? Is it this one? I can't tell now, I'm sorry. Leo. What have we got for you guys? Let's see, Page of Pentacles. Maybe feeling of holding on too tight to something because I was gripping the deck just then a little bit too hard. That can also be a message for you. Got the Three of Wands there and the Lovers at the back of the deck. Wow, that's gorgeous. Beautiful image there. I might have to cover them up a bit. We'll use this giant amethyst to help us out. Just for a second, we'll clarify these now and we'll see what's coming through with this lot. So, Spirit, let's see. What have we here? This, as I said, is like being on the path of a new project that you've started already. That's what I feel you're doing at the moment. And it's like you're feeling a real sense of achievement here with your Nine of Cups. Very independent, whatever this is. It could be something that you started a new job and you're finding it very, emotionally fulfilling, or a new project of any kind. So place that energy where it fits yourselves. And the Three of Wands is, waiting for your ships to come in, maybe waiting to get the rewards from what you've invested here. This page is really investing, this pentacle. And it's like, he's waiting to see the fruits of his labour here. Whatever you've invested in, maybe you've invested emotionally in something as well with the Nine of Cups, and you're just waiting to see, the fruits of your labour. It just keeps coming through. And it could be as well, with the Lover's card, it could be obviously about a choice that you've made to start this new thing, and wondering, have you made the right choice here? Also, this can speak to a union, it might be a business partnership, and it might be obviously a lover's connection here. Nine of Cups would suggest it's something kind of an intimate connection. Friendship can come through there, but it also can be a partnership in business or some venture that you're going on with, putting your money where your mouth is, sort of, is coming through as well. So what you need to focus on is judgment, which is like a wake-up call. Can also speak to the universe declaring your success here, which it very much is by the looks of that. Four of Wands, 1111 might mean something. We just got the Two of Swords, which is indecision at the back of the deck. But what you need to focus on here is, it's awakening, it's enlightenment. This is really speaking to me of, waking up to something, that you're getting clarity, complete clarity, and you're realising you're completely supported here by Spirit. Of course, Leo, you are. And the Four of Wands then is, it always talks about, physical stability, where you're feeling secure, you're feeling like you're part of a community here, but you've passed this checkpoint. It's like, it's a card of commitment, a card of success, a card of marriage. The Four of Wands, but it's like you're definitely on the right path here. When it comes in with that Judgment card, it's like a declaration by the Judgment card here that you know where you're headed, or where you're have your heart set on, is absolutely in line with what you need to be going for at this moment. So this is gorgeous. Yeah, very fluid energy here. I feel like you're feeling maybe you're very much in the flow, particularly with this King of Cups as being a supportive aspect as well. He is so emotionally stable. He knows, you know, where his heart needs to be set on and what, you know, emotional stability looks like, that he's very much at peace with his decisions, and also very nurturing. You know, this is about, you know, really honouring yourself and self-love, all of that, but we'll get there. So recent past was, you know, taking a decision to go for something. Like the Fool there is actually moving to the past, and this is a part of the past. So with whatever it was that you thought you're going to finish with something and start something new is what I feel there, Leo. And yes, you did take that leap of faith. So there's your Nine of Pentacles, you guys. This is lovely. And there's the High Priestess, of course. This is you listening to your inner voice, following your intuition, and being guided at the same time. So make sure you are listening to your intuition. I think Leo is the message there. The Nine of Pentacles, this is this independence I was talking about with your Nine of Cups as well, that you know you're not only looking at in the current time, but in the recent past, that you felt this independence when you made this leap of faith. This is absolutely what it says, and I have to notice both of these characters here have something in this left hand, and this is Spirit on your left hand side, absolutely guiding you. Like that's the compass you're following your heart, your truth, being honest. The heart is coming through there with that Fool dressed in green, you know, the green heart chakra. And something, you know, that decision has made you feel independent, that you have financial security, you know, sort of that stable kind of home feeling. Maybe, yeah, very connected with people as well, but feeling, you know, that you can handle the responsibilities is what I get from that. So this is gorgeous. It's very, very positive, Leo. You must be absolutely bouncing around with your Nine of Cups at the moment. This looks amazing. So let's see what we've got for your King of Cups. The Seven of Pentacles can be often a feeling of disappointment and maybe a bit impatient. You know, you're only seeing the one pentacle after all these invested pentacles, and you're kind of like, you know. So I think you're embodying this King of Cups, giving everything your full attention emotionally, and at the same time trying to nurture something here for sure. And whatever it is that you're putting your efforts into, like Pentacles talk about energy and effort as well as money, obviously, but it seems to me that you're feeling a little bit shortchanged, but don't let that phase you. You know, this hand of God here is coming with this pentacle, quite literally the universe handing you an opportunity again, and not to give up, definitely not give up. But the Nine of Wands at the back of the deck, it's about persistence, and it's about resilience with this Nine of Wands. This is a fire energy as well as was the Three of Wands, you know, so patience comes through here, and also resilience. You're so resilient, Leo. You really are a fighter. But I don't feel this is going to be long term. You're going to feel like impatient, but it won't go on for too long. Knight of Cups then, wow, look at the fast moving energy. Things are moving quickly now again. Let's have a look here. The Knight of Cups in your near future. Might be someone coming towards you, and I think it might be because they're facing you there as the Hermit. And it can be you offering a cup of love to somebody, or it could be somebody coming towards you. Now flip that which way it goes. You know yourself. This is coming towards you in the near future. And the Page of Swords speaks to, it's like a message of truth. A message, that's the sword of truth in his hand there. It's getting clarity, getting clear on something. Maybe it's going to happen, and then you will feel propelled to, you know, go forward to somebody with an apology, with forgiveness, with it can be anything there now, but you will know where that should fit in your scenario. Obviously it's a love connection as well with the cups. That's watery emotional energy, and it is about offering a cup of love sometimes, whatever way that will come through for you. But it could be compassion, an apology, forgiveness, love or friendship, obviously, it's, yeah, but getting clarity so that you can do that, I think that's what it is. But it is about movement. You want to take action here, or whatever that means for you in that emotional aspect. So Ace of Pentacles down here, then where's our Nine of Swords? We better bring him into the frame here. So this is guidance from Spirit as this position here, and you have your Ace of Pentacles, which is an opportunity to put something into the ground, begin something in the real world here, something that you want to see, grow, a seed that you want to plant to grow something in your, wow, look at that. And the Two of Cups at the back of the deck there, this is definitely about a union of some kind, like I was saying there. Could be, you have a King of Cups around you now, male or female, of course. It's just the energy of those cards. They need not be females. It can always be any gender, of course. But this card of the Two of Cups at the back of the deck, this is telling me, there's something about connection here. It could be a partnership financially, but I think it's more emotional. It can be definitely a friendship. It can be definitely closer to your family relations. But it can also obviously be a connection of love, so there's equal give and take here. It's about alchemizing something between two positive emotional energies. So let's see. Guidance from Spirit is to focus on this new seed that you're going to plant, and it'll be coming in. It could be an occurrence that you're enlightened, or you have received a message, or came up with an idea. That's the words I'm looking for. My words are very mixed up today, whatever this is about. At the Knight of Wands then is like you. That's your energy, but it could be it could be Aries or Sagittarius, of course, a fire sign like yourself. And it's like having this fire in your belly that you want to take action, move forward with confidence and pride, and absolutely, like the gung-ho, fire in the belly attitude. And he is facing this pentacle, so you're definitely going to be taking action on it. And the guidance from Spirit is to do exactly that. That's your position for guidance from Spirit. So what do we have for the Sun? Wow, this is quite contrasting, but we did get two. And I think I'll take them. You have the Eight of Cups at the back of the deck there. We can talk about, being a bit reluctant to walk away, but you are going to. There was an emotional situation that you may have bought into, and you said you'll be fair to yourself with that Justice card, I feel, and you said to yourself, look, I did give it my best effort. These efforts were not in vain. You learned a lot through this emotional investment that you made, but you're going to love yourself. Take those other two cups that you've left and move on. Move away from something that you invested in. This is difficult. Coming to these kind of conclusions are hard, because you do have that thing where maybe you've been a long time committed to something. You put a lot of love into it. You really gave of yourself. And it can be this as well, coming back to this Seven of Pentacles here, where, God Almighty, look at all I've been putting into this particular situation, and I'm only getting this back. So it's an unequal exchange. Both of these energies speak to that. And yeah, maybe that's what's under the surface of all of this reading here. Wow, look at this. So much yellow. Absolutely fire energy like yourselves. So the Sun card, this is your environment around you at this time, and it's saying, you're finding things, like it looks like this beginner's mind almost. You're feeling really happy and joyous that you have a new beginning here with that Fool card, don't forget. And the Sun is about embracing this beginner's mind as well. And also walking in victory. You can see this big red banner here. He's waiting, that little kid. I don't know if it's a girl or a boy, but I'm just saying he for all these things. But it's that thing of purity, standing in your purity, your honesty, and just embracing utter joy. Maybe looking back at your childhood, what used to give you joy, when you were younger, and feeling that free spirit and purity of the innocence of childhood joy, So moving forward, this Knight of Pentacles is actually stationary here. It's like you've taken this pentacle here and you're at a standstill at the moment, and you're in this kind of contrasting energy situation where you've got the Five of Cups, or Five of Pentacles, I'm sorry, feeling left out in the cold. I said Five of Cups and it talks of regret, but you can't let these things get you down, is sort of it. So no matter how wounded you are from those investments you made in the past, no matter what investments you made and you're feeling left out or having to leave it after you, I feel like slow and steady wins the race with this horse just at a standstill at the moment. To take stock of what you did is kind of the message here, yeah. But you've got such positivity, like the universe is absolutely backing you in this to go forward and embrace this joy that you're after. Keep a hold of this pentacle. I think it definitely is the seed that you want to plant. It's almost like these ones here are distorted as well, if you can see that. It's a blurry sort of an image of, a fading belief in something that didn't work out, basically. That's what I see with that. And you also might feel like, you were carrying something wounded next to you. There's a lot of, feeling of lack from that card, but I think this Knight of Pentacles is almost like, get back on that horse, and the sun is there. It's supporting you. This is the thing, that you still have a beginner's mind. You are very teachable. That's the message coming through with that. And then the Hermit to follow in your hopes and fears. He's so knowledgeable, It's a card of wisdom. Following that light, that inner light. Maybe doing some introspection as well comes through with that. We'll get a card to clarify, just to see what's going on here, Spirit. What have we got for that Hermit for our Leo? This is heartbreak, guys. Three of Swords. There's a Page of Cups there at the back of the deck. How did this get left behind? Wow, we're going to have to leave him there for a thought. This is about moving on with the clear, to clearer waters, calmer waters, so your mind will be more stable. You're coming away from maybe an environment that was very choppy regarding, your thoughts, your emotions. You could be bringing two other people with you from this turbulent space where things were, there was bickering, there was always tension and arguments and troubled waters, basically, for you psychologically, and you're moving into a place where there will be calmer waters. Page of Cups back in the deck suggests that, there's a message coming through here of love. It's that Knight of Cups there, I can't ignore with this Page of Cups here. They're such similar garb on. You see that kind of scarf around his neck there and on this guy's head. So you could be getting a message of love. And this is so strange when it comes up against this, like, Three of Swords, talks about heartbreak, and those three swords represent the memory of maybe being heartbroken 3 times in your past, Leo, because the swords are of the mind. They can be memories, so you could have 3 bad memories regarding connection and love. And I think this Hermit here is sort of like protecting this heart of yours that needs to heal. I think that introspection that you should do at the moment, or you maybe are doing, because this is your hopes or fears. You're worried about being broken hearted again, for one of those knives to be taken out and then also to be put back in again, and you can't do that again, is what I'm hearing. Thank you, Spirit, for this, connection or project in the real world, material. It's like you can't take the pain again, is what I'm hearing. And just to heal, maybe you gotta heal this, The next card is the Nine of Swords, so we'll see if we can get any more clarification here for this Hermit with the Three of Swords. But you need to go within have a look at these wounds that you've got from that Three of Swords, I think, regarding your heart. At the moment you are protecting your heart, I think, with the Hermit card, and not often I get message protection from him. It could be as well that you're maybe getting some kind of counsel. He's wise, he's like a learned man regarding so many aspects, and you could be getting professional advice regarding prior heartaches, or to try and emotionally heal from previous disappointments and hurts. So take what fits you guys and leave the rest. As I said, this message won't resonate with you all, but there will be a message somewhere in here for you. Nine of Swords, as I said, it's kind of up all night overthinking, and being really anxious. Like, this is getting you down. It's starting to show in your real life, I feel, Leo. What have we got? Look at this. Ten of Swords. These are just spilling, and I don't know. I want to get this down here so I can have a relook at it, if you don't mind. I hope I'm still in frame there. I need not forget this Six of Swords as well. It's a lot of hurt going on here. Have we anything else to add to this? Any additional messages, please, Spirit, for Leo at this time regarding this Nine of Swords? The cards are just flipping and falling on the ground. Anything else? There's that Eight of Cups again, walking away. It's my crystal. Hold on, I get these cards down here. Okay. We'll get to the bottom of this, Leo. We will. Okay, let's see what we have here. Hold on now. Make some room. Make some room. Put it there. Put it there. And these here, and then there. Now we can see it a little bit better. Let's have a look. Okay. There's a lot going on here. So this is an improvement on your Seven of Pentacles. Diligence. This shows you enjoying your work and seeing the results of the effort that you make. Four of Cups, talks about regret over 3 failed emotional connections. And don't be afraid. I think the universe is sending you somebody, or definitely a connection. Emotional connection, and it's a gift from the universe. This Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia, and it could be you're reflecting on just that, like nostalgically you've not had a good time of it, but there were fruits to be gained and lessons to be learned from these previous things, and it's kind of lean into that. As I said, that Hermit is looking back at the past, and this is about the past. There was a time where you used to fill all your own cups, and you'd have so many that you actually wanted to give to others. You can see this is like feeding your inner child, and it's like, have you come to a place where now you're feeling, all you have is empty cups, you've not been pouring into yourself, and that this Eight of Pentacles here is definitely telling me that you're going to see return on investment if you start to pour into yourself. This is it. Again, you've got all these here cards of, swords, right? Swords are thoughts, swords are beliefs. So it might be that you believed that people were doing things behind your back. This is a trickster energy and sword energy, and there could have been 2 people in particular. That 3 keeps coming up, maybe 3, of course, because there's 3 people in the image. It doesn't necessarily mean there was only 3 or there were 3 or anything like that. You take what fits you, but it brought you to your knees. You felt like you had to run away from these people, I'm thinking, and all you felt since is absolute betrayal and heartache. You were betrayed maybe by 2 other people. So Leo, this is definitely you with the flaming red hair, and I hate to say it, but it is cliche, and I've just said it, but peace resides in you returning to this inner child of yours and start, really feeding your soul, living in this place of sunshine. That's innocence again, that image of the sun there I was talking about, going back to your innocence. Thinking of the purity of the innocence of youth and that beginner's mind. it's going to feed your soul, doing something that absolutely lights you up. Maybe watching those lovely movies like from old, the ones like Barbie is one of my favourites these days, like of the modern ones, because it's that childhood sweetness, and it really lights people up. Or what was the other one? The new Charlie and the Chocolate Factory films are good as well, and they're full of all of those lovely life lessons. So many life lessons though in Barbie, and the Fall Guys are not the ones that actually come through for some reason. That's amazing. Yeah, Ryan Gosling might mean something to you. I just found so much crack in his thing. So here we go, right, the two messages that flipped out of nowhere. This is moving on to peaceful calm waters, and this is on your horizon for sure. Look at this, looks like a horizon here. That's where they're headed, towards the light and away from this shadow aspect over here. And it might be your shadows and things you need to heal yourself in your past. You're not quite feeling whole. I mean, it looks like money-wise you're doing really well, and it looks on the surface maybe that you're quite independent, but you feel like you're waiting on something at the moment. And I think Spirit are guiding you to focus on your happily ever after. What is it lights you up? Follow the fire in your belly for anything that comes towards you regarding, an inspired moment of, gosh, I could do this, I could do that, something in the real world with the Ace of Pentacles. Grab that pentacle and get going. Now it might take time, is the only thing it says here, and again that goes back to your patience message. But I think this new journey is going to heal you, because there's so much healing within this energy, and it is about past efforts, being disappointed, and walking away from this place of feeling like, you get no return on investment, quite literally, like you're pouring your heart into things and just it doesn't give you what you want. But look at you, have an Ace of Cups there with a new perspective. Justice will prevail for sure. Keep an eye out for messages and signs from Spirit. Yeah, and tune into that High Priestess inside you, get in touch with your intuition. Have we anything else in this deck for the Leo Collective today that they need to know, what they need to hear? We'll shuffle one more time. Anything else, Spirit, you want to tell the Leo Collective today? Maybe this one. It's a lover connection. Yeah, open yourself up to them again. Definitely. Don't be having your heart closed because of past betrayals and past hurts. I feel that's exactly it. But you got to pour into you. To have a cup to give, you got to pour into your own. That's what I'm getting with this. Thank you, Spirit. So let's find out, what do we need to know? What do we need to hear? We could get you a Moonology card, I think is what's calling me here today. Let's see what we have for Leo. Okay, Spirit, let's bring him through. Let's bring them through a message of hope and healing for this Leo Collective today. It was so gorgeous tuning in with your energies, you guys. Like, share, subscribe, as I said, and hit the notification bell so you'll be informed as to when I'm back in the room with Spirit and yourselves for future readings. So let's connect here and see what have we got for Leo Collective. We're going to split it in half, and then we'll take the top card. Okay, guys, balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. I'm going to read this out for you. So let's have a look in the book. Spirituality and practicality. So yeah, meditation comes through as well. Full moon Pisces is all about balance, It's about, as well as spirituality and practicality, it talks about work versus play, the work-life balance thing. Balance, spirituality and practicality. Full moon Pisces. Page 90, number 9, sign of completion. 9 of Pentacles. 999 might mean something to you. Lots of nines. You had 9 swords and you had 9 pentacles, and I thought you had another, 9 cups there. 999. That's your angel number. Full moon in Pisces, page 90, we said. Sorry, you guys, this is taking forever. Pisces is always the last one, isn't it? Okay, balance spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Have you been so head in the clouds that you've lost touch with reality? If so, take this card as a sign that you need to pay attention and make a concerted effort to move towards your goals. The more practical steps you can take, the better. It's time to find an inner balance between your responsibilities and your dreams. Meditate on your question, and the solutions to your issue may now come through very clearly. If you're in a tricky situation because you've been acting like the martyr, this card will be a message from the cosmos to drop the act for everybody's sake. Whoa, that's hard and heavy, isn't it, Leo? Meditate every day and see what comes to you. The answers will come. And it's at the teaching. There's 5 additional meanings for this card. Okay, number 1. You're a super romantic but not super realistic state. You're in a super romantic but not in a realistic state. Number 2, follow your intuition, it won't let you down. Number 3, at worst this card can herald the end of a dream. Number 4, the person you're inquiring about is a soulmate. And number 5, avoid substance abuse. You guys, that kind of covers a multitude there. I hope this was helping and healing for you today. And I look forward to connecting again soon with you guys. I love you all. Namaste. See you in the next one.